Hi, everybody. I'm back. Oscar, what are you doing? Hi, everybody. I'm back. Cat's all unglued. Oscar, what are you doing? Hi, everybody. Gonna make some tea. Gonna do some Kerbal stuff. Let's see. Gonna make some tea. Maybe while we get ready, I can. So I have, unfortunately, stranded Bill and Jebediah Kerman in a very, very bad orbit. Look at this orbit. This sucks. This sucks. The periapsis is 116 kilometers, and the apoapsis is 1.4 thousand. Right? No. Kilometers. 1.4 million meters. My cat is crying. I don't know what he wants. I think he wants to leave the room, but I can't let him. I mean, I can let him. I just don't want to get up. Anyway, this is going to be a chill stream, and no Kerbals are going to die. I'm going to make and drink tea. They are returning. I might just reload this. They're returning from trying to fix this damaged satellite, and I really did it wrong. I guess I didn't understand what it was asking me to do. And so I went to fix it, was not able to do anything, and then wasn't able to return either. So I might just reload it, because this is a big Kerbal issue that I have, which is it will say something like, repair a satellite in orbit of Kerbin, have an engineer on the active vessel, repair the OX4W 3x2 photovoltaic panels on the damaged Kerbin CSSX satellite TJP-9L spacecraft in orbit of Kerbin. And it says that, and I know that repair is an action that Kerbals can do. You go up to something, you right-click on it or the Kerbal, I don't know which, and you hit repair, and it repairs. But I think it actually wanted me to have these panels with me to, like, go into some sort of build mode and actually, like, put panels on. And I don't know how to do that, and I wasn't able to do it. I just wasn't able to. Windjam says that orbit is a little eccentric. The Earth is the yoke. Well, you can see how it happened, because I was trying to get in this orbit, which is a pretty serious orbit here. And I essentially ran out of fuel while trying to get within orbit. Actually, I have already killed these Kerbals. So this is a save where they didn't die, I guess. But I tried to use the orbit to slow myself down, and it didn't work. I got really close to being able to land, but you just can't. I don't know if it is physically, and I mean literally physics. I don't know if the physics are possible to land this orbit. I don't know if you actually can do it, and if you can, the margins are so slim. And so I could repair them. We could build a repair craft. Let's do that. That'll be fun. We'll do that. Fun fact, this is my first repair mission, and you can see, you might be able to tell, hey, this Actually, no. This is what happened. See this? This is a satellite I put here. It wanted me to put this there, and so I did. The space boss said, "Put an orbiter way out there," and I said, "Yes, sir." Whatever you say. I don't ask questions. I'm gonna retweet this on the Run Button account. And you can see if I said to you, "Hey, just so you know, it's important which direction you're orbiting," I think you'd be able to look at this now and say, well, obviously it's coming this way where the line is bright and going where the line is dark. You may not, but you might think that. You might just have that thought. I didn't have that thought when this was just a line with nothing there, and there is slowly a little line that went around in a circle like this, and I just never noticed it. And so I went to do that. I was like, I am so perfectly aligned with what you want me to be doing. Why have I not succeeded yet? And it was because I was orbiting in the wrong direction, and I cannot tell you why the game cared that I was doing that. But it was an unmanned flight, and so I did actually get to go even. I was like, well, fuck it then. I'm gonna go even further, and I'm gonna orbit Minmus. This is my little satellite that's around Minmus, the second moon. This is my first time orbiting Minmus. I just did this a couple days ago, or maybe it's actually probably been more like 2 weeks since I played. But I've never orbited Minmus before, and I had just enough fuel to get it here and to do this really low orbit, actually, under 30 kilometers. Still higher than the billionaire space flights. If this were Earth, I still would have beat them. Anyway, you can see I love watching the sort of gentle little orbits. Look at that. I love it. So this is what we're going to do today. We're going to save those Kerbals. I'm not going to reload. I'm going to save them. But first I'm going to have tea. So I'm going to open my little thing here. I was like, what tea should I have? I decided to treat myself a little bit and have one of my older fancier teas. This one is from 2008. This is a 2008 pour. If you haven't seen me show or heard me talk about this tea before, not this tea in general, but the tea that I drink, this is a big old compressed cake of 400 grams of tea compressed into a disc, a frisbee shape, basically. Buddy. Cat's crying. He wants to leave. All right. 6.5 grams of tea. Let me wrap it back up. Anyway, there's a lot of reasons why, a lot of complicated and some conflicting reasons why tea gets compressed and aged for. This is 2004 Naka, from Naka pour. It is Geez, 17 years old. It's just about how old I would want tea. I don't want tea much older than this usually. So there's some conflicting even reasons why you would compress a tea. But the simple and modern answer to that question of why is to age it and to limit the possible oxidation of the tea. Compress it nice and tight. Oxygen has a harder time getting in, harder time changing the flavors. Meanwhile, it is doing some microbiological stuff to the tea, and the tea slowly. You could accurately, but not so generously, say while it slowly rots over the course of 20 years. It's basically what it does. I have to go let my cat out of this room. He is so upset that I shut the door. Windjam says, is there anything specific you do to the water, or what water I prefer with tea? I just use a standard filter. I use the Brita Long Last filter. I will sometimes just use plain tap water. My tap water tastes pretty okay. If there's a taste to the water around here, it's because of the pipes in the building, not the actual, like, water mains themselves. Like from the source to the buildings is good, and then the pipes in the building sometimes add a little bit of pipe taste, I think. Especially I live in a big apartment building now, so it goes through a lot of pipe to get from the ground to my apartment on the second floor. But it's tasty enough to use on its own. But I usually just put it through a Brita filter. And I find that the filters last longer than they say they last. I have a pretty, I'll just say it, I have a pretty sensitive mouth. I can taste when it's not working right, when it stops working, and I would say it's sometimes double what it says. I think with more severely flavored water, if your water tastes worse than mine, maybe that's not true, but the worst thing I get is a slightly heavy taste. Heavy meaning metallic. My friend's bar just moved locations. They moved to a place that had a reverse osmosis water filter in one of the sinks already in there. And that's nice, but I don't feel like I notice. I don't feel like I like. I mean, this is like multiple thousands of dollar water filter setup, and I don't feel like I get that much out of it, honestly. Wind chips is reverse osmosis better than forward osmosis? I actually have not heard the term forward osmosis. If I could take a stab at it, I would say that forward osmosis would be adding minerals into water to create a balanced tasting water. To taste like, water that has a little bit of stuff in it is actually more ideal than water that has nothing in it. And if that's what forward osmosis is, then typically the last chain in a good reverse osmosis setup does do that. You basically strip everything you can out of the water with the reverse osmosis, and then the last stage is adding back in the sort of chemical composition that you want in your water. There's flavor reasons why you do this, and also what's the word? Practical reasons why you would do this, because things like tea and coffee will brew differently when the water is composed differently. So, unmanned crew capacity 1. Okay, so this has a crew capacity of 2. We're on a rescue mission. Crew capacity of 2, crew capacity of 1. And then to get out there, we're probably going to need a Delta Zero, a Delta V of, I'm gonna say, conservatively 8,000. I think 8,000 will do it. Mass. Little tiny guy on that. Okay. But we might actually want. This would be funny. Okay. So that's 4140. But this little guy. 4073. It's almost as good. It's just nearly as good. Okay, so not that. And then let's make sure that there's not something better. So here's how, if you haven't played Kerbal, here's how you tell how efficient your engines are. Engine ISP, that's essentially your efficiency value. The higher the better. ASL is at sea level, VAC is vacuum, obviously. And so this is a weird one because it's very nearly as efficient no matter where you are. It's sort of medium efficiency. The thing about the Terrier that makes the early game, I think, really hard is that the Terrier is the smallest, shittiest engine at sea level. But it's so good in a vacuum, and you kind of wouldn't expect it to be so efficient. But when you're in space, it doesn't need to be this big, bulky engine. This is the only one that's better. This right here, but it's heavier. So see that? It's so much heavier that I think that's why it's heavier. Because you have, your thrust is so much, 60 kilonewtons versus 250 for thrust, but it does have a higher ISP. It's got to be the weight. It's got to be that it weighs so much more. even in a vacuum, I guess that's the thrust to weight ratio's got to affect it. This is a really low thrust to weight ratio, but because we're gonna be in space, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We'll add a coupler, decoupler here. No, I want to do this one. I want it to go all the way up, but I guess not. Hey, maybe we can do this. Maybe we can get. No, that's too small. That's what we want. And then I mean, that looks a little nicer. Yeah, it looks a little nicer. It's gonna be top heavy, and it did give us a little bit better delta V's. Windjam, were you joking about forward osmosis, or is that a thing? I mean, if I had to guess, I would say that what I called forward osmosis is what that is. Okay, so that's good. We actually need to put up a crew. Oh, this is actually great because, boom. See, look at that. Get that scientist out of there. Get an extra 80 delta V. Now it's tea time. Gonna brew this tea now. I am using my this is a cheaper Gaiwan. A Gaiwan's just a cup with a lid on it that used to brew tea. It's small, so you brew it a little bit at a time. I mean, you use a lot of tea. You just use a little water, and you do it a bunch of times in a row. It's cool. It makes good tea. The interesting thing about this tea, and I will be talking about this as it happens, if it happens, is that it has a tendency to be extremely relaxing. And not in a way, not like your chamomile tea, which is actually not a tea. It's a flower tea. It's not made from the tea plant. So not the way that is like a nighttime tea because there's no caffeine. It actually has quite a bit of caffeine. But there is just something that happens to certain kinds of tea that, especially on the higher end of teas, that makes them make you feel weird. And I can't explain it. Science can't really explain it. It's pretty well documented. I was a skeptic until I had several of these experiences. There it is. There's that first infusion. That's what I like about Kerbal. Kerbal's a real make tea kind of game. I mean, this is a stream, so it's sort of not ideal for the stream unless you can get yourself an audience that likes it. It's pretty good. It's peppery, kind of like black peppery. Okay. Starcat says reverse has something to do with working against a concentration gradient. Yes, that's exactly right. The thing that makes it reverse osmosis is that you are trying to get you're trying to get water with stuff in it to be water without stuff in it by bumping it up against something that doesn't have stuff in there and wants stuff in there. So the filter wants things in the filter, and through reverse osmosis, the stuff in the water moves across the filter barrier into the filter. And so by that measure, forward osmosis would be the reverse, where you have a filter with stuff in it that pushes that stuff into the water, even though the water doesn't want it. Which is why my guess of the fake thing that Windjam was joking about, why it would be actually the last step in a reverse osmosis system, may in fact be forward osmosis. Okay. So, we have this shape. This is a pretty good shape. 4.3 thousand, that's a lot. That's a lot of delta V. We love that. And now, that is enough to get you from Earth orbit? No, it's not, is it? Let's look at the delta V map. This is something that the game doesn't tell you about. You yourself a delta V map, and it tells you how much delta V to make your trips. So, you need 4.6 thousand to get to a low Kerbal orbit. No, I'm right. I'm right. This is plenty. This is plenty. And so if the first stage, this is going to be the second stage or the third stage, depending on how I set it up. But if the first stage itself has 4,000, we are going to have plenty of wiggle room here. Plenty. We need... I like to do one of these. I like to do... Nope, I was right. One of these. These are two different kinds of parachutes. This is a drogue parachute. I think it's called a drogue parachute. Yeah, it's a drogue parachute. Drogue parachutes open higher and are smaller, and so they get your vessel ready to fire the actual save your fucking life parachute. So this is not. I'm not fucking around with like science shit. All right, we're just gonna do. You know what? We're gonna flare back out. And get us. Let's see. So, I think this is our most... No. Not the poodle. The Bobcat is 290. The Skipper is 280. Yeah, so the Bobcat... Yeah, Bobcat. We'll double check. Don't worry. And then if we need to flare back in, we'll flare back in. I mean, we'll just take out the flare out, and we will never have flared back out. So let's check with the Bobcat. That's 1384, 1364. 1463. Yeah, so these lighter... Oh. No. Shh. Stupid. We're draining. Okay. We actually want to do like, let's just say like 8 kilometers. Yeah, let's do something like 6. God, it's really those first couple kilometers. So let's do 6 kilometers just for like a baseline, conservative baseline of where we will be in the sky. The higher you go, the vacuum is a gradient. You gotta get really, really high up until you hit a true vacuum. And so while you are expending fuel and becoming lighter, essentially, there's probably other stuff too, while you're expending fuel and becoming lighter, you're also becoming more efficient because you have less weight to be pushing up, but also less air to be getting in your way, because the air is like a soup. Air is gas soup, and you have to shoot through it, and it makes it harder to get through. And so once you're in a vacuum, there's no air to push through. You just go. But it's a gradient, which is why sea level, look at the delta V, sea level, vacuum. We want to test at about a conservative average of how efficient this is going to be, right? And so, get rid of that. So this is 1338. Get that Bobcat. 1353. So it actually is secretly more efficient because it's so much more efficient on the ground too. It's got better thrust too. It's just better. Okay. So we now want to do this. We want to get a radial decoupler. Here. Get best fuel tank. There. Get. And now this is the real test. That's 2338. But what if we did 2313? Is this too much weight? No, it's not. We can do a lot more weight. Okay, that's good. So, do it. So do more weight. Okay. Take this, move that up. I'm gonna move the chat window somewhere where it's easier to see for me, because it's really far away. Chat. All right, that's a little better. Okay. If anyone's good at this game, by the way, let me know. Let me know what to do or how I'm doing. I'm just looking for one of these, but half that size. I might just have to do 2 of those. So these are fuel ducts. They're gonna drain these separately. They're gonna drain these two first, and so then I can decouple. So look at our stages. Okay, so we start all three of these rockets at the same time. And then what happens is this decouples these two once they're... Ooh, how did that happen? No, I don't want that. Huh, that's weird. +1, +1, -11, -11. The numbers are not for any reason. The numbers are just to... Slightly concerned. Just so typically what happens... Actually, let's launch it and just see what it says. And if it doesn't work, then I'll tell you what I'm expecting. Okay. So... let's just fly this and see. Okay. Yeah, so actually the exact opposite thing that I want to happen is happening. It's draining all... It's draining these first. So I wanted to drain these side ones first, so then I can do that. And it didn't do it. Why didn't it do it? Okay. Something's clearly wrong. Revert flight, vehicle assembly. Are these guys not on? Is it not on this? There it is. That was the issue. It didn't know it wasn't on this. So see how this is now separated with some of the delta V on this, and then some of this on this stage, because this is the stage where they decouple. And we're actually gonna do There we go. Okay, and then I can put... Oh, there we go. And then... little cap on there. Put these little caps on. A fuel. And then... maybe even another little guy. No. No. Is this even is this the right kind of fuel? No. Monopropellant. Okay. That is not worth it, I don't think. That's literally not worth it. Is it? Wait, is it? Did I hit the wrong thing? Monopropellant. Oxidizer. Liquid fuel. So it's 2566. 25, yeah, that's not, it's 4 more delta V, it's not worth it. Okay. But we will put aerodynamic nose cones on those. Huh. Okay. So, and we will do this. Put this back. Thrust full. And then let's go back to vacuum delta V's at 6.8 thousand. Just not totally sure if that's going to be enough. Okay. So that is now +1, -11, -11, +1, +1, minus, -1, -3, -3, plus. Just get these all to be high because I want that to work. Okay, I do just want to double check once again. This guy here, 6093 total. $60.52 total. 6097. What did I just do? Force percent 100. Okay, that's what I did. All right. 3190. Let's do sea level. 3051. Yeah. Okay. I'm pretty convinced that the Bobcat's the way to go here. I have my fuel things, and actually, let's see. Thrust to weight is only 1.21 now. That's not a lot. That's not a lot. You might want to do that. Oh, but this is thrust to weight. Okay. It's not a lot of thrust to weight. Let's look at it. Let's do a test flight. Lord Kittenfoot says, "Hey chat, we going to the moon?" No, we are rescuing stranded Kerbals in a wide elliptical orbit. Oh, Dave, I don't know if this is before I thought that I fixed this or after. You're right, they're not actually connected. They're not connected. Huh, that's weird. Oh, wait, actually. I need to do that in vehicle assembly, I think. Yes, they are connected. They are connected. All right, so, but this needs to be there. And this needs its thrust back up. Okay, so let's do a test flight. Let's save, because I'm trying to do this. I'm not like. By the way, this should be called the. Kerbal Orbit Rescue Craft 1 save. Launch. Let me brew a little bit of tea before we go. Yeah, Dave, that was the problem when it wasn't when the fuel wasn't cross feeding. It was because it was not actually connected. All right, so this is looking okay so far. I don't know how this thing's gonna fly. This might be a little bit of an unconventional launch here. We'll have to cross that bridge when we get to it. Oh, it's good. It's going pretty good. It's a little wiggly. Ooh, it's pretty wiggly. It's pretty wiggly. Let's... Okay, so it is still taking fuel from these, which I don't want it to be doing. Although these are draining a lot faster. Oof, that's rough. Let's go a little bit down. Let's see where that is. Yeah, that's huge. But that's okay. There they go. I think this is plenty. I don't know about that. But let's see. We'll see. We're going to warp up to here. Yeah, I'm gonna need to do a little bit of work to deflop that thing. But prograde, and we're gonna widen this. I could save myself some headache, but it might take a little longer to just ignore this part of the orbit and then just try to align it as best as I can down here. That's definitely a tactic. fix that, obviously. Jeez. Ugh. I wanna. This is not a good. This was not a good orbit that I did, but that's fine. I should have started a little earlier. Okay. All right, I'll do that. It's not what it's not how I wanted to do it, but I'll do it. So these are maneuvers. This is a newish, I think. Maybe it's just that I never unlocked it because I'm an idiot. This is a feature where I misread my thing. That's fine. Doesn't really matter. This is a feature where essentially you have a trajectory that you can program in to be like, hey, if I did this at this time, where would that put me? And then you can say, okay, I like that. And then it'll say, okay, well then, in 30 seconds, burn your engine for this long. So you actually have to do it manually, which is nice and interesting. But I am actually going to warp myself to here. I'm going to add a maneuver in there anyway. I might just relaunch this. There. Maneuver. There it is. That's what I wanted. So you can warp right to it. Did I forget to pour my tea again? Or did I do it and I just didn't finish drinking it? Okay, yeah, I did. All right, so we're warping there. The issue is that this is a glitch that happens sometimes. It's wrong about my burn time. This is not going to be a 3-minute burn. It's going to be a 50 maybe 25 30 second burn. I don't know why sometimes it says 50 or why it's sometimes it's in the minutes when it's obviously not going to be that. So what I'm doing here is just aligning my orbit with the larger orbit that I'm looking for. Okay. So the general rule is, let's see. Okay. So I hit the node in 30 seconds. My burn time is a minute. That's what I want to do. Because if my burn time is a minute, then I want 30 seconds of the burn to be before and 30 seconds of the burn to be after. Time to pour some tea in there, too. So you can see this aligning with the dotted one. That's my sample. That's real close. That was a great burn. Okay. And so now I can no. So this, and then just that little bit up. A little bit more up. No, there. Okay. All right, so we're going here. We're going to do this other little burn. And so my goal is to try to meet it over here, so I don't have to waste time burning to get to like match the orbit perfectly. It's not a good way to do things if Kerbals, if your Kerbals can starve to death, and they can't. So I could do 2 weeks worth of orbit if I need to do that. I actually should try and match that orbit. I don't want to, but oh, I forgot to burn. Literally was not paying attention. That's me. It's fine. I think it accounts for that. No. Oh, fuck. Whatever. Okay. Okay, so it is so far away from me. I got the periapsis really close. And that's pretty good. I mean, I can just do prograde. And then I don't need to... This is where I'm going to decide if I actually can do this or not. Like when I get this thing to be just as big, that's when it's like, oh, no, I didn't have enough fuel, or I fucked up the orbit just enough to where it's not worth it. And it's probably just the inefficiency of the bouncing around that is the biggest issue, honestly. Separation. Well, let's do a warp and let's see what happens when we get to that. Oh, no, I should just do it then. I should just do it now. No, I should go to the... Yeah, okay. And maneuver. Yeah, there. Okay. Space travel is hard. Okay. So what happens when we get to... Oh, hey. Stop changing. The intersection points keep changing. All right, there it is. So Separation 20 kilometers. That's nothing. So we're gonna up that speed. They keep changing. Stop changing. Oh, okay. Because this became the first. This became the second. So this thing is gonna be slowly catching up to us because we have a bigger rotation here. So it's gonna catch up to us, and as it passes us, we no longer want to be flying relative to the orbit. We want to be flying relative to our target. And so it says that that's going to be our closest intersecting point, but we actually don't care about that. All we care about is when it is in line with us, like that. So now you want to be going retrograde to the target. So, see that? I let it get a little bit far away. Three, two, one. Boom. Now we are moving at exactly the same speed, which means that I can now fly towards it. Towards the normal, I guess is what you call it. And then the normal becomes the prograde. And then you see that? That starts to become separation is lowering. Because we're essentially flying at it. Separation. Okay, so that's good. Actually didn't need to do that much. So we're slowly going to be moving towards each other. We're going to get really close, actually. All right, and now it's time to retrograde from it to match speed. Separation 2.6. No, we're actually going to go closer. A little closer. Just a little closer. No, not that. It's not working, but that's fine. Separation 0.1 kilometers. Okay, retrograde. go. Here we go. This is it. Actually want to be that close. That would be sick. Let's get a little closer. No. My mistake. Please don't punish me. There we go. Great. So, now. These guys here. I can switch to them. They're hard to even see. Actually, I think I can do this. No. God fucking damn it. So frustrating. I was just trying to hit bracket and I hit shift by mistake because I needed to go to another level on my keyboard. No, I'm hitting all the wrong buttons. Why? There we go. That's all I wanted to do. So, that's my target. Jebediah Kerman is going to... Well, we're going to do a crew report, if I can. Nope, I already did that. Wasn't sure. He's going to EVA. EVA report. Keep experiment. All right. Oh, I should, Jebediah Kerman does not seem to have an EVA suit. That's not good. So we're gonna board. Bill Kerman definitely has an EVA suit. Yes. Going. Just not dealing, just like emotionally not able to deal with the fact that that the other Kerman doesn't have a spacesuit. Just like, okay, this is my least favorite part. I'm like not good at making them face where I want them to go. And they're really picky about getting on board. There we go. Sears says, do you have a spare? No, I don't have a spare. But I could do this. I could do this. I could do... Oh, nope, nope, nope. Nope. Wasn't paying attention. What did you get? Nope, nope, no, I wasn't paying attention. That's what you get. And then I just hit the wrong button. I swear to God, I fucking hate this game, and I hate that the buttons are the way that they are. Like, that when I press C to go accidentally going into the crew quarters, I can't, like nothing else works. So I can't change. I hate this game. Makes me so angry. I hate pressing the wrong buttons. Like, I'm literally being as careful as I possibly could be. Fuck. It's not fair. Where is it? Now this flailing is on purpose, mostly. No, 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 no. This is tough. This is a tough one. The reason that Jebediah doesn't have an EVA pack is because I was doing an engineer mission. I was like, he won't need it. This is miserable. This is not fun at all. Like, the fact that... Okay, so if you have not played this game, slightly increased throttle, slightly decreased throttle, full throttle, cut throttle, and go into the crew cabin so that you can look out the window but you don't have access to any of your other controls are literally all right next to each other. And obviously the solution is to fix that. But as it stands, that's not how it is. And if I change it now, I'm just going to fuck up in another way. Okay. All right, Bill. Jebediah. No, no, God, no. I minimized it. Oh, fuck. Where did he go? Oh, I hate these controls. They make me miserable. No, and it doesn't have him as a target. Where did he go? He's gone. Well, that was literally all for nothing. Let's see. Where is this? Oh, it's so frustrating. These controls are miserable for this sort of thing. I mean, this is the sort of thing that the high level of the game wants you to be doing, and the game is essentially incapable of doing it. The controls are so, like, the amount of accidental key presses that I just went through, it's insane. Okay. Wow, that was lucky. So let's save. Nope, 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 not able to grab. It doesn't help that the grab like, you have to be so precise. It's so obnoxious. Am I out of battery? Yeah, I'm out of battery. So this mission's over. Can't revert flight. And I'm out of battery. All right, Jebediah, you get back in. Miserable. No, the ship did not have RCS. Okay. So, no electric charge. This is going to be pretty rough. I don't know if I'm going to be able to land. We might just have to bail on the whole thing. I'm working the stability as gentle as I can. Because this is what reduces your electrical charge, and that essentially makes or breaks your capability to steer the ship. Can't steer a ship, can't burn against your momentum, can't slow down, can't stop, gonna die. So we're just gonna let this... And as soon as this goes down, we're probably going to lose. Yep. Yeah, so as soon as our electric charge went, so didn't our stability. And now we just have to hope that the parachutes open up. I'm thinking no. Thinking they're not going to open up. We're just going to reload the save. Try again. Yeah, we're dead. Yeah, dead. But that's fine. We can reload. Oh. So I don't know what that was. I'm not sure what that was. Bill and Jebediah Kerman. This is obviously not the save I meant to load. Is it that? Well. Yeah, it's not what I meant to do. Not by a long shot. I mean, hey, let's try and land this thing. This is when I tried to land it before and it didn't work. So I must have been a little... Yeah, let's try and deploy that there. Ooh, there's no way to deploy. Not quite. Not quite. Did not quite make it. So it must have been then this save that I was on. Unless that's the one I just loaded. That was the one that I just loaded. Hey, let's give it a shot while we're here. Why not? All right. So I removed the drogue chutes from symmetry. anti-SAS retrograde, which should help with the speed. It'd be really funny if the way that we save these Kerbals was by we'll rock back and forth, try and get some, turn off stability assist while you rock back and forth, and get rid of some of that speed. Just deploy that. Why didn't that work? That should have worked. Let's try that again. Let's try that one more time. Why not? So, obviously, I meant to load save 29 is the right save. Removing from symmetry should have worked, but I guess you have to be more exact. When telling it, be more exact when telling it. You have to like tell it in the moment to deploy immediately. You can't tell it. And when do these want to fire? I actually don't remember. I think it's under... That seemed to help a little bit. And actually using the controls to keep up, and that's as good as I can do. And we'll swing around like crazy. Swing around, that'll help. Wow, okay. All right, we got that parachute to open up and not explode. Okay. That's something. That's progress. So then that makes me think on save 31. I don't know how it got here. I don't know how I did that. Obviously, this is the best that I don't, like, literally don't remember the save. The best that I did was the first thing I did. Even though I didn't even use up all my fuel. So, let's deploy that. And then deploy that. And then deploy that. Really violent landing. You hate to see that. You hate to see that. Last try. Unless I do really good. Last try. Oh, nope. I want to... Jeez, I really saved at a terrible time here, huh? To wiggle around. Okay, remove from symmetry. Deploy now. Oop. Took too long to deploy that. Okay. I didn't do any better. But I also wasn't able to keep it stable for that whole flight. Obviously. Oh, that's so frustrating. What a frustrating save that is. If I landed this, I'd be a hero. That's why I want to land it so bad. Oh, yeah, that's it. No more. No more tries. I'd be a hero, but no more tries. Save 29. That must be the one where they're saving space. And I didn't try to land, and I reverted the... Yeah, that's what I did, is I tried to land. I'm like, this is never going to fucking work. Oh, that's still like that. Well. Well, I'm here. This is just physically impossible. This absolutely cannot be done. You know the problem? The only reason that this doesn't work is because I forgot to put a decoupler right here. So that I could decouple just the part where they're sitting in. That's like really my big mistake. Oh. Oh. Huh. Oh, did I have it set to immediate? Okay. Jeez, I really tried to land this. I don't remember trying. I mean, I think I've tried more now than I did when I actually was doing this. Just get that over with. Oh well. Let's try one more back. That's gotta be it, right? It's gotta be this one. Load. Yeah. Yeah, this is it. This is it. So now we can go to... Oh, this must not be it. There must be one more. Okay. I can work with this. So I guess what I would do is just get back out to the apoapsis and burn a bit until I hope I can actually make it, but burn a bit until the periapsis is low Earth orbit. This is sinking pretty fast, though. Starcat says at least Jeb and Bill are loving their final moments. Yeah, the Kerbals are really enthusiastic, and not so bright. I would just love one day to be able to land this. Be such an amazing landing. I feel like I'm so close. A couple 100 meters per second slower. And I think I could get it. But as it stands, add maneuver. That's all I need. I don't even need that much. Yeah, that's good. Good enough. Just a little push to stabilize the... orbit, and that'll make a much easier rescue, honestly. And I can do what, geez, someone said... yeah, Seer says... if I have a spare, I can fly it to them. So I could give Bill Kerman an EVA suit from space, which sounds great. That's what I'll do. Oh, hey, can you refuel a ship? How do you do that? That's gonna be tough. All right, stable orbit. They'll let me go back to the tracking station. That's great. And I should still have the ship that we just made ready for this. Because I saved it. Okay, so we're going to add struts. I want 3. That seems fine. No, that's annoying. But now this is annoying. And then let's just do one down here, just for fun. All right, it should be more stable, and then let's, we need this too. We'll get one of these. Okay. Okay, so we added a heat shield here that will jettison. Actually, I don't need the heat shield. We'll just do a coupler. Or a decoupler, rather. All right, so we got a decoupler there. And we added more electric charge. We are... so this and these two turn on with that, and then these two jettison, and then this and this and that. No. This gets its own thing, and it goes above that because we might not even need it. Okay. And then cargo. They don't need that. They do need cargo. Ooh, how do you give someone an EVA? Because it doesn't fit. It doesn't fit. It's too heavy or something. So here's the thing. I can absolutely put one here. Or here. But I can't have it on me and give it. As far as I know. Anyone have any suggestions? Because I'm kind of out of ideas. I don't think I have any tech that's worth. I don't think I have any science to unlock. I mean, yeah. Yeah, so this is worth 90, but... Jeez, where the fuck is the bright save? Here we go. No? Well, maybe, but... Too many saves. Should delete all these saves that I don't need. Just keep quick saving, quick saving. It's not my fault. Maybe I'll just try, maybe I'll, maybe I'll cover the ship in ladders and try again. To just sidle the thing up, and I'll put some RCA or RCS on it. The problem really isn't it's partially, but it's not only the maneuvering of the it isn't only the maneuvering of the ship that is the issue. It's having to switch back to the Kerbal after maneuvering the ship, while the ship obviously is still moving, and trying to position yourself in time. That is like the real issue. So I'll try again, get some RCS on there. That'll probably help. And cover the cover the ship with ladders. The issue then would be needing to make sure that he could get up the ladder. Like, it has to be perfect, the ladder placement, because the ladders are not good in this game. I'm worried about him being stuck on the ladder. Okay, let's see if I can. No, can't quite. Okay. Ooh, this tea is starting to get up on me. I want to increase the volume of the game by a lot. That's a little much. That's my bad. Nighttime on the Earth. Earth Night. Ah, welcome to Earth Night. Earth Night is the most austere kind of night. Alright, there's my orbit. My little orbit. And let's look at these games. I'm just going to delete Delete. Delete. This is it. This is where we live now. This is what you come from. This is what you come to Run Button for. Deleting 33 saved games in Kerbal Space Program. Because you're tired of not knowing which saved games are relevant to you. I need to get a slice of pizza. Get this tea to back off a little bit. Hey, is the stream down? It went down on my thing. Nope, seems fine now. A friend opened up a pizza place last year, and I went for the first time last week. It was the best pizza I ever had. I went back again today to get some slices for me and Isaac, and I got a pie, also whole pie. It was blue cheese, capicola, and artichoke. No, not artichoke. Apricot, blue cheese, and capicola. And green onions, some kind of green onion. There was some sort of oniony. It didn't seem like a scallion, but it seemed like some sort of spring onion, shredded spring onion thing. Really good. Slices were pepperoni. Best pepperoni pizza I ever had in my whole life. Bar none. Easy. Not even close. Okay. The slice that I had the other day was also the pepperoni. That's why I went back specifically to get the pepperoni. It was topped some off-menu stracciatella, which is the goopy, creamy interior of a burrata. It was so good. It was stupid good. There we go. Stupid good. If you never had a nice like burrata, like homemade or not grocery store burrata, like if a deli makes burrata or something. Not that grocery store burrata is bad. It's just not the same. Usually. So be safe and get it from a deli or something. Burrata is the best thing in the whole world. Have it on its own. Have it with some sun-dried tomatoes and toast. Toast crusty bread, kind of sort of like a raw pizza. It's really good. But just the middle bit is called stracciatella, and he was making burrata that day, and so he put stracciatella on top of the pepperoni pizza. Is the best thing in the whole world. I'm still thinking about it. Okay, so here's what we do. So let's give this a test. If I can get the Kerbals from the top. Let's see. You can EVA. All hatches obstructed. Okay, so clearly that's a problem there. And this is why we test things. Revert flight. Okay, so that works. Sorry, Valentina. Did not mean that. Jeez. Clearly, these do not work in atmosphere. That's fine. Well, that seems to work. Okay. All right. That seems to work. All right, it works going. Okay. That seems to work. Revert flight, revert to vehicle assembly. Oh, I guess I don't have to revert it to vehicle assembly. I can just save it. I mean, I can just launch it. Well, actually, I did want to add RCS. Reminder, if you're here, that you can go to contentburger.biz, support the show. That's our Patreon. We don't do anything. We don't do anything to make money except for Patreon. That's true for both me and Kylie. We don't do ads on the show. We don't do YouTube ads on our videos, pretty much. So if you like the show, you should go to contentburger.biz. Sign up to support us monthly. It's cheap. You get stuff. I mean, there's a more expensive one that gets you the most stuff. And, you know, you're not limited by the stuff that you get. You could give us as much as you want if you're a rich guy. Contentburger.biz is the URL. I actually don't know if those have monopropellant. I don't typically use RCS. Actually, I used to use it a lot. When I don't know if it does pass through on those. Let's see. I mean, they seem to have quite a bit in there. Where's it coming from? It's coming from up here. Where are you coming from, RCS? I genuinely can't tell. Okay. Anyway, that's fine. Revert to launch. Okay, that's exactly what I wanted right there. That's great. Look at that. Look at that. And those are full still. Excellent. Excellent. Come on, guy. Let's get this out. Let's get this. Okay. Almost there. All right. I really think we got it this time. Let's save it. Okay, great. So now, over here, add maneuver. Should. Okay. Warp to there. That was a mistake, but that's fine. Let's try that again. Only this time, we try it on this side. Oh. I don't know why it did that. Oh, okay. It was this. I saw this thing and thought that was me, but actually this is me. All right. So burn time 19 seconds. So at like 12 seconds, I'll start burning. Well, that's good enough for me. Except... Except I'm going to prograde here a little bit. Or else we're never going to get... Okay. So now we can orbit a couple times. Maybe I should increase it a little bit more. Okay. Look at that. What is the distance here? 60. And so... Okay. here. In between the two, add maneuver. Just a little bit. Oop, well, that's okay. Not quite as, Oh, you know what I can do? Let's just do this. Let's just do it now. Did I fuck that up? Did I do this wrong? Okay, so separation. Once I get to here, I'm firing retrograde away from the target, which I'm accelerating towards, to decrease how fast I'm moving towards them, with the goal of hitting 0 with about 1 kilometer of separation. Where's retrograde? Come on. Come on. Okay. But I gotta get closer because one of the pilots that I'm trying to rescue. Oh no. I forgot to take. Oh, I forgot to take Bob Kerman off the ship. We're gonna take him off. Stupid mistake. Stupid mistake. Oh, stupid mistake. That was so dumb of me. I can't believe I did that. Okay. Wow, that worked really well. That's weird. There we go. Bizarre. I don't know why that wasn't working. All right. Rotating, I mean, I guess I don't know exactly what you call this. Rotating the normal? The pink, I believe, is called the normal. Adjusting the normal? I don't know. Adjusting the normal is so hard to do. Like, it takes so much effort to rotate your orbit here. Kind of sucks. Boom. Love that. Love to see that. Great. Okay. So I want to go here. Add. There we go. Beautiful. Okay. Great. Now we can do a big warp. A big warp. In honesty, should have, if I have to redo this, be on the inside, not the outside. It's obviously the way to do it. Because of just where... because of where the abandoned ship is when I launch. It's way longer to let it catch up to me than to catch up to it. Okay. Maybe this was an error, but that's okay. I don't know if this will be enough. We'll see. Hi, you. There you are. Damn, 15 people still here. I assume that those are people who fell asleep or left their computer. There you are. Oh, wrong button. No, don't go away. Keep coming towards. Uh-oh. Hard to be really precise. Okay, figured it out. Okay, so when I fly towards it, I need to fly towards the normal, but when I try to stop, I need to brake retrograde. That's the problem that I've been having. Hope I don't burn. Hope I don't burn him alive here. That sure would suck. Wow, this is miserable. The damn thing just wants to rotate, and I don't know which way is which. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is. I fucking did it. I fucking did it. I did it. I did it. They're all in there. I fucking did it. They're all in there. I fucking did it. They're all in there. Fuck. What the fuck? Target says clutch ladder. Yeah, ladder totally got it. That's what it was. The ladder got it. Ladder got it. All right. Let's go home. Oh, wait. Save. My secret is that I'm not. Like, I don't really know how to land. I mean, I know how to land, but I don't know how to... I don't know the most efficient way to land. Like, I don't know how to come in slowest. I think this is how. I think it's by reducing your orbit as much as you can. right? Like this is below. This is not orbit anymore. This still is. But now this is coming in. Come on. This should be low enough for the next go around to be it. Come on, let me go. I want to go faster. All right, so this should fall even more. And that should sort of naturally get us a pretty decently slow entry, I think. And what's going on over here? We're good here. We're not burning up or anything over here. All right, so this is it. We're about to escape orbit, or we're about to... Kerbal is about to escape our orbit, really. As soon as this gets to like 77, something like that. Maybe it won't happen. Maybe it won't happen this time. But I think maybe the way to do it is to let, because the more elliptical your orbit, the faster you are at the apoapsis. Or I guess the faster you are at the apoapsis and the more elliptical, the slower that becomes. I think that's how that works. Yeah. So maybe the move is to let this slowdown happen and then start retrograding. Mm-hmm. There we go. Nearly in something like an atmosphere. Look at that. 3 excited Kerbals. We're doing it. Let's get ourselves a little slower. God, what an easy landing this is going to be, I hope, and it's not a jinx. I'm not jinxing it. Love it. Love to see it. Look at that. Still lost the fuel tank. That's fine. Everyone's alive. Everyone else is alive. I did it. I'm a hero. I'm a Kerbalian hero. Kerbinite. Way to go, Bill Kerman. Bill Kerman leveled up. Love that. Love that for him. Okay, that's it. That's it for the stream. I did it. I saved Bill and Jebediah Kerman so that they can go right back up there with the part that they needed. Reminder for anybody who forgot from the beginning of the stream, the whole reason that I had to rescue them was because I bungled a job that they went to do repairing a satellite, made it all the way out to the satellite, checked on the satellite, realized I didn't have the part with me because the game was sort of unclear about what I had to do. EVA'd Bill. This is also why Jebediah didn't have EVA. Because I was like, well, Bill's just going to EVA out and fix the thing, come back. Didn't realize I wouldn't have enough space on the thing. Honestly, this is a great ship that I made. I might tweak it just a little bit and send it back out there. We only need a little bit of tweaking. And this could be my new satellite fixer thing. We could delete all these. Which totally worked, by the way. That was I mean, it was lucky, but it was also genius. Sick. Ten minus 10 minus 10 minus 10 plus minus 10 10 10 I have to stop the stream. I can't keep going. I don't know why I'm still here. Anyway, you can. like I said before, you can go to contentburger.biz, sign up for the Patreon. That's how you support the show. God, I'm tired. It's 5 a.m. That's how you support the show. You go to youtube.com/runbutton to watch our Let's Play series. The Patreon, contentburger.biz, gets you access to Patreon-only shows like our Shenmue Let's Play, our Shenmue 2 Let's Play, which is almost done. I got an episode coming out tomorrow. And we are sort of changing up how we do things. So we're going to be recording all of a game before we put it out. Ideally, also record it, like, finishing it pretty quickly. And then, like, doing, like, weekly or bi-weekly releases of every episode. Or of every series that we have in the can. And we're starting that practice with Metal Gear Solid 2. So we have already started streaming Metal Gear Solid 2 for patrons, the sequel to our Metal Gear Solid 1 Let's Play, which is finishing up. I think there's a couple episodes left. It's just recorded. It's just going to get released. So if you want to watch, basically our early videos thing has, for our level 1 patrons, has become a lot earlier, because the only way to watch these videos before they're done is to be on the Patreon. So that tier 1 thing just got a lot more enticing, I think. So, contentburger.biz, youtube.com/runbutton. Thanks for watching me save those 3 Kerbals lives. I hate struts. I hate the way that struts look. Like, this is just such a mess. What a mess. I hate that. I hate that. Let me look at something. Let me look at the lander can. Look at the lander can. That is half a ton plus passenger mass. And then that's 0.1. Oh, okay. Interesting. So it would be lighter, actually, to take this with me than the other thing. So I might take that for science. It's always good to have science. Okay. That's everything. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a good night.